Hello my lovelies, Barbara here with another tarot reading for the week ahead. It's Monday the 4th of August 2025. Hope you had a fantastic Lammas last Friday and a fantastic week. I was teaching tarot the entire weekend, so it was full on. It was so much fun. Anyway, you can hear the rattling in the box here, can't you? This week we're going to look at the Arthurian Tarot. Very popular deck this. In fact, it's one of the most popular decks you'll find in most shops. Because it's just so popular, but there we are, put it down. So 5 cards as per usual. We have the back, quite plain, but I quite like that, not too shiny, I like that too. So the lead card this week is a Grail 2. Now Grail in this particular deck represents a cup, so 2 of cups basically. And if you look very carefully at this particular one, I love the way that it's put through an archway. Funny, when I take photos, I always have to have an archway of some sort, whether it's trees or a window or something like that. Now if you can see, there's 2 birds here drinking from water, which represents, bearing in mind it's in a bowl, the chalice, and this wonderful woodland scene with all this lovely sun coming through. And that's what this week's all about. Now 2s are all about balance, and in this case, as it represents cups, water, emotions, intuition, that sort of thing, this is the week to start seeking that balance in your life. We all need balance in our life. That, you know, work, life, families, they're all like all over the place. There's so much going on in the world, and sometimes we just need to take a step back and just take a breather. Now, bearing in mind, if you think about a traditional 2 of cups, it's invariably about relationships. It's usually 2 people coming together or something like that. Now, those relationships can be any relationships, but I'm going to say specifically, and I've said this quite a lot recently, this is the relationship between yourself and how you perceive the world. And that's very, very important. So bringing that balance in your life. Now, whether you want to do meditation, whether you just want to go for a walk in the, you know, it's now getting near autumn, you know, it's not too hot, it's just beautiful out there. Why not go for a walk? Listen to music. Why not? Have a long bath. Have a fantastic, if you've got a hot tub, enjoy that, specifically as it's to do with water anyway. But just take that step back. And that is so important, because once you find balance within yourself, you find balance within other people. You can deal with more, not just mundane things in life, but actually the stresses and strains of life so much more easily if you are balanced within your mind. And sometimes you just need to take a step back to see the bigger picture. I do particularly like this. Do you know what these remind me of? In the sort of, certainly in the 70s, you used to get these, they were like wooden ducks, not duck, yeah, they were ducks, I think, actually. Well, they're birds anyway. And they'd be on like a seesaw, and they'd pretend to, well, eat or drink, and they'd be going like that in perfect unison. That is the aim for this week, to feel in with balance within life, within nature, whatever floats your boat, basically, to enable you to move on. Now, that's not always a quick fix, is it? Sometimes it's very difficult. I haven't got time to meditate. Yes, you have. Everybody has 5 minutes, says she. It is you, everybody has 5 minutes to sit in the power and just take those 5 minutes for you to bring forth balance. So what happens if you do that? Now, this is funny. You think, oh my goodness. Now, here we go. Look at that. Now, how do they call it? Sword 3. So 3 of swords here. And if you look very carefully, get as close as I can, do you see there's this path and there's a broken bridge? Oh, that's not very good, is it? I've just found balance and I can't get across this chasm. Yeah, because it's broken for a reason. Sometimes you have to look at life and think, okay, I'm being forced to go in a different direction. And then that direction turns out to be the right one. It's the scenic route. It's going for that walk. Oh, I can't go over that stile. I've got to go over this stile. Oh, that's a whole new vista I can see. Sometimes it seems very inconvenient when there's a blockage put up for you. But in many, and in most occasions, all right, something's going to take longer to do. But my goodness, what a better journey than the one you were rushing forward to do. Remember, we don't need to rush this week. We need to take a step back and enjoy life and find that balance. You're not going to get it if you're running over that bridge. And what happens if the bridge collapses while you're on it? So take a step back and really look at the journey you're on at the moment and just check. You might be on the right journey, but you might just need to go in a different direction. Going in that different direction, you may meet new people. You may meet new opportunities. Look at things like this as a positive step forward, even though it's a longer version. It's a bit like when you say like, oh, I couldn't get my car to start this morning, and then find that had you left at the same time, you would have been involved in perhaps a huge pile-up or something like that. Sometimes things are put in our way to make us look in a different direction. So what happens if you do that? My goodness. We have the stars. I think this is the only major this week. So look at this wonderful star. And if you look very carefully, that is actually, so I'm going to get there. There we are. It's actually a dragon. It's the energy of that dragon coming in. That protection. We all need some protection. Quite often we're just having to protect ourselves, but there will be an energy by going around that sort of obstacle almost, that you will find that you have that protection. Oh, it's just going back to that car thing. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't think about that before. But what's interesting here, if you look, I mean, these are, I guess, watchmen or something like that. So this guy is sound asleep. This guy, well, this guy, it's cockerel, or from my American friends, a rooster here, looking up like, come on, wake up. This guy's a wide awake. He has seen this energy. He has seen the star. Remember, the star, it's all about hope and new beginnings and things like that. So he knows now where he's going because he's been given guidance. I mean, stars are guidance. We use them to navigate. And it's just by going around that broken bridge, he's discovered, wow, this is the way I need to go. It's very exciting, isn't it, this week? So where does that lead? Well, okay, so you're going on a different path and it's going to take longer. So what do they call this one? Spear, because they call them different names in these ones. Spear 10. So this is wands. So again, think of a traditional 10 of wands. It's a guy there struggling forward, holding all these wands because he's not looking where he's going, basically. But he's so near the end of his journey. Remember, 10s, 1 + 0 = 1. Oh, we haven't had one of those for a while. I'm slipping, cardigan slipping off my shoulder. There we are. Now we have 2 ravens here. Ravens give information. They go searching. They come back. This one's already gone off. Right, now we know. All right, you're a bit tired because you've had to go the long way and you're thinking, oh, I don't know. I know I've got all this energy, but, you know, it would have been so much quicker. Don't think that way. Just think of the opportunities because, okay, it's a longer journey, but look, there is a defined path all the way up to the keep up here. And the keep's all about protection. You have 2 ravens here giving you information and guiding you forward. So although it may seem certainly at the beginning, oh crikey, this is a bit more hard work for me to do, long term it will be worth it. So what is the final card this week? We've got Grail Queen. Now we had a cup at the beginning and now we've got a cup at the end as well. So it sort of solidifies the whole reading. Now look at her. That is one of the nicest Queen of Cups I've ever seen. So I'm putting it in front of my face so you can really see her. And look, you've got the sea in the background. There's a couple of rocks here, not worrying her in the slightest. She is holding the cup and she's pouring that information. So she can pour out that emotion and utilize it as she chooses. So all that intuition, you know, sometimes going that long way, you gain that information, or back to those ravens again, you've got that wisdom coming in and you can utilize that information that you've gained on that journey to feed whatever you choose to feed. And if you look, the way she's tipping this, do you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah, there's 5 here. So that's your 5 senses. So that's a bit like a pentacle, pentagram. Air, earth, fire, water, spirit. So she can feel and feed and utilize all 5 senses because, go back to that first card, she is balanced. She has gone on this wonderful journey that's taken her out of her original direction, but has made her grow and really helped her to become that queen. So this is very much a week about, first of all, the most important thing is finding balance in your life. So please, please look for ways that you can do that. So whether it's going out, digging the garden or clearing up the gardens because the leaves have started to fall now, or it's doing a bit of yoga, like I said, a bit of meditation, anything, just listen to some great music. 5 minutes a day. That's all you need is 5 minutes a day. And 5, where are we? That wonderful balance that can feed your mind, feed your soul. Remember, we've got 5 here, so it's feeding everything in this particular reading. So air, earth, fire and water, spirit, the lot. But you need to have that almost inspiration here with this wonderful sunshine coming through and illuminating everything. This is going to be a wonderful week that can set you up for months ahead. And we are, obviously, we've gone through Lammas now. We are going through to autumn, and we know where that leads. I've noticed at night that the daylight is disappearing much quicker than it was a while ago. So, we're on the turn, so to speak. That sounds wrong, but nevertheless, have a fantastic week, because I'm going to listen to that and I'm going to purposely take some time out for myself. Anyway, have a great week. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.